Holly. I don't care how we find it, but we will find the time somewhere.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most controversial Britain's Got Talent performances.
You can be rude sometimes. I know what you say is true, but it can be rude.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at moments that made the news and sparked a lot of opinions, good and bad ones. Who's your all-time favourite Britain's Got Talent contestant? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Paddy and Nico's secret revealed. Remember the amazing dancing granny that got us all jealous of her talent? Paddy and Nico may have made a lot of buzz with their performance, but they also danced their way right into a controversy. Here's the shocker. This wasn't their first big talent show. Before they appeared on BGT, they actually won a Spanish competition called Tu Si Que Vales. The bombshell left many people unimpressed. For many, BGT is a place for undiscovered talent, not those who have already made a name for themselves. Simon Cowell was aware of the controversy, however. He was still convinced that the two could have won the show. Number 9. Lippy Girl disses Spice Girls. The Singing Souls, or the Singing Trolls as Simon Cowell called them, were very confident when it came to their talent. However, what they brought on stage instead was a lot of attitude.
The Singing Trolls.
Souls.
No, Mimi, come down there!
When they were asked if they wanted to be like the Spice Girls in a few years, one member claimed that anyone could outsell them.
Spice Girls?
Anybody could outsell them.
They proceeded to sing, and no one was really impressed. After getting 3 buzzers, things kicked off, as one of the members just couldn't control her anger. She even ended up shouting at Cowell, telling him to come on stage to be judged instead of them. That's not how the show works.
You want to come up here and sing, Simon? Because I'd like to see you face that lot.
Number 8. Ronan Park was a setup. Ronan Park was 12 years old when he started to gain popularity due to his performance on BGT. However, his talent raised a few eyebrows. At the time, an anonymous blogger claiming to be an executive at Cowell's label revealed that Park had allegedly been trained by the label itself. According to the anonymous claims, Cowell has been preparing Park for his BGT spotlight for 2 years prior to his performance.
I cannot cry because I know there's weakness in your eyes.
Cowell firmly denied these claims, saying Park was not even a part of the label before his BGT auditions. He also threatened legal action against the blogger.
He's 12 years old. This is a deliberate smear campaign.
Number 7. Jennifer Lopez's costume choice. J-Lo may be a well-known name on the music scene, but the BGT audience weren't impressed with her 2013 performance. Lopez performed her then new single Live It Up and put on an amazing show, but what rubbed people the wrong way was her outfit. She wore a tiny black leotard that didn't really cover much.
Don't be ashamed, don't even wonder.
Ofcom, the UK's communications regulator, confirmed that they had received several complaints over her performance. On Twitter, people discussed her inappropriate outfit and complained that BGT is meant to be a family show. Meanwhile, Simon Cowell and the rest of the judges absolutely loved everything that was happening on stage. Number 6. Dr. Gore. This is one of the few cases where Ofcom actually agreed that BGT went too far and showed a performance that was far too graphic.
Say ah!
Dr. Gore was a freak magician who appeared on the very first season of the show with an impressively spooky audition. But despite his name, he took it way too far with his semi-finals performance. Let's just say it was pretty gruesome, and Ofcom had to agree with the complaints. It wasn't suitable for a family show. Even the judges reportedly called the performance horrific. Since then, any traces of the semi-finals act have been removed from the internet.
I've got to say, you are an incredibly sick individual.
Number 5. Attraction didn't attract Brits. Attraction made a mark on the judges and the public during their first audition. Their act, which consisted of telling an expressive story through dance, touched people's heart. And although they were a favourite and attracted a lot of attention, many people weren't impressed. The group originally came from Hungary, which caused some backlash with those that believed that BGT should only host British native talent. The Sun even called it a mockery of the show's premise, but despite all that, the group went on to become the winners of Series 7. Number 4. Amanda's F Word. Britain's Got Talent is a family show, and with that comes a set of rules that everyone needs to adhere to, aka don't swear on live TV.
You're thinking of a song. I want you to hum that song now over and over in your mind.
In the 2019 series, an act by someone only known as Elizabeth, called The Haunting, shook Amanda Holden to the core. They convinced her that she was connected to a ghost called Agatha.
Oh no, please! Please don't hurt!
Holden was visibly shaken up during the performance, but it all went a little too far after she got taken backstage. When her and Elizabeth returned, Holden was so terrified she ended up screaming the F word and almost went on to hit the performer. Number 3. Jules and Matisse's Bombshell. Pets are always a hit at BGT, even more so when they're mega talented. When Jules and Matisse came along and won the show in 2015, everyone was impressed. That was until people discovered that Matisse had a stunt double. A BGT spokesman revealed that there were a team of dogs performing with Jules during the show, including dogs called Chase and Skippy. But it was Chase that ended up performing in the final, not the original dog, Matisse. Ofcom agreed that viewers were misled and offered a refund to all voters. Jules and Matisse still went on to perform for the royal audience and changed the name to Jules, Matisse and Friends. Number 2. Was Holly Steele too young? At some point, children ended up taking over the show, and Holly Steele was a part of the first wave of talented BGT child performers.
This is the biggest night of my life so far.
She made it to the semi-finals, where she sang the heartwarming rendition of Edelweiss. But the poor thing was visibly nervous, and ended up breaking down in tears. She was allowed to sing again at the end of the show. Seeing the child break down live was not only traumatic for the viewers, but for Steele herself. It ended up raising a lot of questions whether having children on the show is actually appropriate.
I've just found out off the producer, we don't have time to do it again, I'm afraid, okay? I know that's going to upset you, but listen. All right, listen, please.
Number 1. Diversity's Black Lives Matter. In 2020, the popular act Diversity came back on BGT with a powerful routine. They told a story of police brutality and made their stance to support the Black Lives Matter movement.
People dusted off their instincts and noticed something more sinister. Another disease, deep-rooted in our system. Fear, hate and ignorance, but racism was the symptom.
However, the performance faced a plethora of criticism, with a total of 24,500 complaints to Ofcom. Some claimed it racist towards white people and said it was too critical of white police officers. The performance went viral, with tabloids posting numerous articles criticizing the act.
Our diversity.
As a result, even more people complain. Ofcom dismissed the backlash and highlighted the importance of freedom of artistic expression.
Because sometimes you have to get sick, my boy, before you start feeling better.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.